It's the Wow Show, Women on Women. I'm Shazmin Shamsuddin.
I'm Joanne Campopo.
And I'm Ning Zura.
And today we are at Miss Audai.
Yeah,
Look how pink this
cantik.
place is. This is at the newly opened New Ocean World Fine Food City in
Yep.
Section 19 in Petaling Jaya. And this is Malaysia's very first lifestyle food mall. And they are our proud sponsors today.
Thank you.
Thank you, yes. And if you're a foodie, you have to come here and try everything here. Apparently semua restoran je kat sini, you all.
Yes.
Tengok ni, pink cantik
Kan,
sangat.
very the Barbie, kan? Very kita punya color.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. What I know is New Ocean World Fine Food City. It's this whole building, okay, is part of this fabulous food city.
Yeah.
And they have about, right now, 20 restaurants in this place.
Wow.
All of it pork free. And okay, let me figure out. They've got Vietnamese, they have got Thai, they've got Japanese, they've got
Wow.
Greek.
Oh,
also.
wow.
I don't know, Ning, but I'm just excited.
Because of the
Hopefully they have Greek men when they serve the Greek food. Lah,
I don't know
kan?
about that, Joanne, but there's a huge statue of the Greek god Adonis.
Well,
up
we
there.
need
I took a look.
We need to see
Yeah,
the
Correct,
real
correct.
Greek people
So
as
there's
well.
about 20 restaurants in this whole building.
Amazing.
Yes, and you'll be spoiled for choice, no doubt about that. But today we are at Miss Audai, and this is a Vietnamese coffee and dessert eatery. So we're going to be trying out some of that later on. Lah.
Sweets.
Yeah.
I'm already a dessert on its own.
That you are, Joanne. That you are. And you know, with Mother's Day coming up this Sunday, we want to reminisce this episode about our mothers and talk about our own experiences as mothers.
Correct.
Yeah.
And also, we have a wonderful surprise and treat for you, especially for Mother's Day. We've got a 100 ringgit e-voucher that we want to give 10 of our amazing fans. How are you going to win that? We'll let you know.
All you have to do is just pay attention to the episode, and then we're gonna drop hints somewhere in between to help you win this. So as Joanne said, 3 questions, senang aja.
Yeah, betul.
Listen carefully, lah.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, Mother's Day is coming up. Do you guys have any plans? What are your plans, Ning?
Actually, my husband will be away in
Oh.
Vietnam.
Okay.
Oh,
He's going to miss Audai.
He's gonna be doing his triathlon, you know, his thing.
So healthy.
So we might just celebrate it before
Oh.
or after. But I don't
Okay.
know lah what their plans are. These boys, you know,
They
they're
need
always
to
up to something.
surprise you
hope
because
so
you're the
lah.
mother.
No.
Takkan you
Yes.
nak plan everything.
Kan,
Yeah.
usually Ryan will do a sweet card or, you know.
Well, he's really lucky because your mom is with you, living with you, so he gets to celebrate with his nana as well.
Yeah.
What about you, Joanne?
Yeah.
Okay, me, I'm going to treat myself because my daughter is not here. She's in MMU in Cyberjaya. I did tell her, I said, hey, it's Mommy's Day. But I have a special friend that is trying to come in from Langkawi early.
Oh, nice.
A special friend?
Yes, because I said, hey, I'm
I haven't
alone
seen
for
you for a
Mother's Day, you know. Then the person say, I will try and fly in early. So if the person fly in early, then the person will treat me to
Yeah.
a Mother's
Yay.
Day dinner.
What
As long
about
as-
you, Shaz?
As long as he
Yes.
doesn't call you mommy,
Is
sudah lah.
Lain
it a
cerita.
he or a she?
Lain cerita.
Dot, dot, dot.
Secret.
Yeah, well, me, I wanted to have Japanese food, so my son is actually taking me next door.
Oh, best.
Right here at New Ocean World at Kyomi Kohi, and we're gonna enjoy some Japanese food.
Correct.
I think he's bringing his girlfriend, so that's
Authentic.
always
Oh,
good.
that's always nice when you know who the other half is, kan?
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Because anything wrong, he don't answer you, you call the other one.
Yeah, I've got a
Betul,
whole
right?
bunch of numbers. Her parents' number also I have. So actually, yeah, and I told my son, right, please, if we're going somewhere, let's go somewhere where parking is a breeze,
Yes.
and easy.
Because parking anywhere in PJ is like
Crazy.
Kan. It's like winning lottery. I think if you can find parking, it's better than winning lottery, you know? and what I like about here is the parking is free and it's automated. Okay,
Wow.
now a lot of people may be a little bit scared,
Yes.
but because I've done this automated parking before, it's actually so easy. So you go in, you drive the car in, and then after that
Into an elevator
Yes,
shaft,
into-
essentially, right?
and then you don't know where the car go lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hilang.
Because of the building, it's
Oh.
automated. So after that, when you come out,
Yeah.
you scan your ticket, the car, like automatic, will be brought out to you.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's very Changi. You have to experience
Very
it.
chunky.
Very, very. And the best part is free,
Free.
parking, yo.
Mana nak dapat mall macam tu?
Kan? Ya,
Okay.
kau pergi Bukit Bintang dah like, berapa dah?
28
No.
ringgit.
Ah.
Well, I'm a PJ girl, so I want to stay in PJ for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I don't want the the hassle of having
So
to go
sweet of
downtown.
your son. How old is he again?
He is 19 and he's driving now. So
I need to learn from you.
Wait, your son's still young.
11
Don't
lah,
worry.
eh.
He
But he's-
lagi
he's
10
go-
tahun.
He's gonna go through puberty soon.
Yeah.
Jangan cakap 10 tahun terus dah dekat dah.
Well, we're all moms,
Yes.
but we're also all daughters.
Correct.
Okay, so this Mother's Day, just wanting to reminisce about our mothers and whatnot. I mean, what was the most memorable thing or experience you've ever had with your mom, or something that your takeaway from that
Me first,
childhood?
eh?
Yes.
I think one of the most profound memory was when I was only 9 years old. My mom Stella, she's a teacher, kan? But having said that, her salary was only maybe 700 to 1,005 at that time. So the fact that she was teaching tuition, buat kuih, buat whatever, so that she can send me for my music lessons to learn violin and all that. And I always remember her waiting under the tree, like in this old big mansion, and she would still, it's her dedication of wanting me to learn music. I didn't like playing violin at that time, but after a while, you just adapt, and I kind of because she knows that I can sing. At the age of 7, I was already singing in front of
Yeah.
all her friends. So she's the person that I have to say that's really pushed me, my biggest supporter, to really make me realize, look, you got to learn music, and then you've got to just nurture this. And for her to be waiting under the tree for how many years?
So sweet.
With her small Toyota, that's my most profound memory. And I never realized that until
Yeah.
just today,
Yeah.
to sort of say, wow, her dedication was a lot to at least, to be responsible for my career.
And today
Exactly.
she's waiting for you at the
Bawa
bottom
po-
of the stairs
No.
for you to come back after
Bawa
a
pokok
long night
dalam
out.
kereta panas-panas.
Kan.
Okay, that's
But
a lot.
that was how mothers,
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
to be. I
Yeah.
mean, right now with new mothers like
Yeah.
me,
Hantar je.
hantar je. Sekarang ada Grab.
Driver.
Yeah.
Tak lah. I
Tak
mean,
lah.
my takeaway from my
Yeah.
mom
Yeah.
is, I remember when I was younger, 12, 13, 14, that's when girls get very curious,
Yeah.
especially when you see your mothers doll up for events. So I remember we were staying in Ipoh, so every weekend was Royal Ipoh Club's event where she would
Wow.
dress up,
Yeah.
and she and my dad will go and party at Royal Ipoh Club. And the best part is because Royal Ipoh Club is membership only, it's under the patronage of the Sultan during that time. So all the people, the members that were there were very, how would I say, high society.
Yes.
So of course, my dad being just editor of New Straits Time, his salary wasn't that much. I mean, my mom didn't have access to the Datin punya
Yeah.
Yeah. Expenditure, or the Datin punya, how would I say?
Privileges.
Privileges lah, budget, yeah. She had to do
Budget.
things on the budget.
But she dolled up.
I remember because she
Yeah.
would be so diligent in
Yeah.
going to find boutiques that nobody know that the dresses were cheap, but she dolled them up with accessories that she buys from even Pasar Malam. But when she came out of the house, she looked like she's wearing a designer outfit. But no, it's from Miss Yan and Taylor or what.
Just stylo lah.
Yes, very stylo.
That's where you get it from.
Yes.
That's,
And I guess I learned that from her because
Yes.
now being a showgirl, I mean, how many people have the budget to actually beli You know,
Diamonds
designer
lah.
wear.
Dulu
ke.
tak ada online.
Sekarang online different, but even so, you need to, because we are entertainers, kan?
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to go out.
Yeah.
We need to look like $1 million.
Yeah.
All I say is that you can look like $1 million without having paid millions and millions to look that good. So
Yeah.
that's what I learned from her.
What about you, Shaz?
Well, I've learned obviously a lot from my mom. May she rest in peace. She died 2 years ago. And, my mom was this very refined, very, very soft-spoken, very sweet lady.
Macam you lah.
Okay. Macam I ke? Tak lah.
Yeah.
A bit lah, okay?
A bit lah, of course.
And,
Trickle
and,
down.
and she's, she was very like, people looked up to her and,
Yeah.
and whatnot. But I remember this one time,
Yeah.
okay? We were shopping at the, shopping center, and there was, I think, a pharmacy sale going on, and there was a pile of panty liners.
Okay, aku
So-
ingat Vietnamese because dia cakap pharmacy
Kan, I
sekali
pun macam
all of
pile.
a sudden
Panty
panty
liners.
liners.
So I was grabbing 2 or 3, and I said, "Oh, Mom, can I get these? I really need these." And without missing a beat, right, she said to me, "Why are you so wet all the time, ah?"
Oh my God. Bleep.
I was like so grossed out. Like, I mean, I can't believe that this came out of my mother's
so
mouth.
cool, yeah.
okay?
God,
I was
so
like,
cool your
what?
mother.
So there was
Mother's
that
no
side.
filter.
Kan?
No filter.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
that side to her as well. So, she had a lot of layers to her.
Yeah.
She wasn't just one thing. So, yeah, I mean,
Great
I
sense
miss
of
her.
humor.
I really do.
Oh, so sweet.
Her joke about
Well-
wetness will stay on.
Yeah.
I will never forget that.
It's gonna be viral.
So, what's the best piece of advice that you've ever received from your mom?
You lah answer first.
Okay,
Ah.
my piece of advice. Okay, I need to think about
Yeah.
this.
Was she someone who doled out advice all the time?
Not really, not really. But what do you call this? I think it's more when I see her when she's enjoying herself and all that. I have that image of her. So not per se as advice. I think one of the few advice, because she's also no longer here. She passed when I was 21 actually. So my dad passed away when I was 16. So after that, my mom went sick, and then I remember I was still in Singapore when my mom passed away. So in a little way, like I was thankful that I was already working because I would be so lost. But
So young too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
21. So when my mom passed away, one of her advice, unfortunately, is about men.
What did she say?
I guess I made a career out of it.
I want to know what she said.
I think she said, be careful of men. If
Okay.
they want to, if they are offering so much to you,
Yeah.
there's always something that is not right. And I
Yeah.
think that's very prominent now because especially in this generation.
Just be wary lah, which
Yeah.
is a good advice.
Like Gen Z and all, I'm sure they'll be flocked by men.
Yeah.
Even whether
Yeah.
old ke, young
Yeah.
ke, apa. So if guys are the ones like, okay, I want to give you everything, then you should stop and say,
Love bombing ni.
like, betul ke? Are you sure? Because sometimes it could be like after you get together with them, then only all the bad side will come out.
Yeah.
I'm not generalizing it. I'm
Yeah.
just like, for girls
Yeah.
especially, like I have a daughter as well. So I'm sure if you're a mother to a daughter, you also, you be careful lah. Why
Yeah.
is he offering you so much thing? Kan, dia nak apa? Dia nak apa? Apa agenda?
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
just good to
Yeah.
listen to your instincts.
Yeah,
yes.
instinct.
Okay.
What about your mom?
Me?
Yeah.
What was the question
advice?
again?
What advice has
Okay,
she given you?
look. The thing is, because she knew that I have a future in at least, music or becoming, this is something to do with entertainment. Kan? So my mom has always said things like, whatever happens, don't forget your roots every time. So that has always been my grounding point of like, just remember your roots, always remember the people who's helped you, even though they are like tukang sapu ke or the
Yeah.
stage manager ke, apa ke, everybody's important. So do not forget your
Betul.
roots.
Betul.
Must
Yeah.
always be thankful and grateful. That's what she's been
Yeah.
saying, to me. So what about you? Tell
So much advice, especially when
Too
you don't
much, right?
ask for it, but Like I
Apart
said,
from the panty liner.
there were some good ones. Never
Yeah.
wear polyester.
What?
Especially in this heat.
Okay, polyester.
Good advice, right?
Yeah, since we are all there.
So I try not to. I mean, cotton and linen, all that is fine. But of course, one of the best advice that she gave me, because she was a housewife, she said, always have your own money.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Money that you
Yes.
don't tell anyone
Exactly.
about. And you know what? I followed that advice, and because of what actually happened in my own,
Oh,
life,
yeah.
I'm so thankful and grateful that I took that advice and had my own secret stash.
That is so poignant,
Important.
important, because
yeah.
even though you're in a lovey-dovey relationship,
Yeah.
marriage or what, you know how some couples have
Shared,
combined
yeah.
account,
Yeah.
and that's the only saving they have. I say, yeah, anytime, anytime, if they want to cut you off because you're having
Yeah.
this, and it's not about trust or anything. I feel for girls and
Yeah.
women because we fall in so
Yep.
deeply, and
Yeah.
it's deeply. It's not just fast. It's deeply.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I want trust. I want to be open. I want to show all my cards. Jangan ya, jangan keep your own money, girls,
Yeah.
because anything happen, at least you have that, and he doesn't need to know about it.
Yeah. He really doesn't need to
Doesn't
know.
need to know.
Nobody needs
No,
to know.
I
This is your secret. Okay.
I would agree. In general, I think we
Yeah.
all should have some independence.
Yes.
So if we work hard,
Yes.
women, girls out there, you
Yeah.
have a bit of your own money, because
Betul.
you don't want to, like, okay, I'm in a marriage, okay, and I do the same thing, and my husband has got his own thing, and we've got a shared thing,
Betul.
and but most rumah is under my name, so yeah, because I'm Malaysian.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have an understanding that what's yours is yours. What's ours is ours, and what's mine is mine.
Yeah.
It's not like what's yours is mine.
Yeah.
You have to have some money or whatever. Just put aside
Yes.
something for yourself.
We need to safeguard ourselves, actually.
Well, coming back to our mums and all that, now
Yeah.
that we're older
Yeah.
and we have kids of our own, do you see
course.
her in a different light? And, especially with your own parenting and all that.
Well, I see all the mistakes that perhaps my parents made, my mom made with me, because later on, before she passed, it was quite traumatic because her mental state wasn't in the right frame of mind. And because it happened so long ago, like 30 over years ago, there were no mental health clinics. It was only Tanjung Rambutan, and that's it. So if you have mental health issue, and somehow in Ipoh, we check you in Tanjung Rambutan. And that's actually
Just down the road, right?
It's just down the road,
Yeah.
because I also stay in Tambun. Kan. So there were no access to mental health facilities or even therapy, consultants, counselor. There was nothing, This was in Ipoh. So when my dad passed away, she started spiraling, and then we moved to JB. And then in JB, when my dad was gone, it spiraled even more. So with that, we had to be strong. I remember I was 17, 18, and that's when it all went to shit.
Wow.
Lah. My sister was 4 years younger, so we had to live in that horrible state. But what I learned from that is never become like that to my daughter. So I'm always giving my daughter whatever support or love that she needs. But of course, because right now there is a generation gap. So whatever support that we think our age group, this you can say, but I'm giving you the support. But in their mind, their support comes from other things.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's also learning to bridge this gap, because my daughter is 19 now, and she wants to do things on her own. So you cannot smother her.
Yeah.
So when I smother her, then she becomes irritated. It's not that she doesn't love me or anything.
Correct.
So I need to give her space.
Yeah.
Dulu we
Kena
don't
main
wanna
psikologi
learn.
juga now kan.
So it's learning to be the new mom and the mom. If you have traumas and you grew up
Yeah.
in a very traumatic household, one thing which you can take away from is that you've seen the worst because it happened to you, kan? So when you want to pass it on,
Yeah.
don't take that negativeness from the past.
Okay, that's
but,
a good advice.
Yeah.
But be
Yeah.
your own mother. Be the mother that you never had.
So
Yeah.
basically, you're saying communication is the key, but don't be too like over empowering or
It's also communication and mental health as well, therapy. Like I only discovered like, okay, I'm doing this wrong.
Yeah.
Not wrong. It's never wrong.
Yeah.
I'm doing it
We're all
in a
learning. Yeah.
different way
Yeah.
from what she wants to
Right.
access.
Yeah.
So because when you say wrong means you're doing it wrong, but I don't think it's
There's
wrong.
no
It's just
right
the
or
way.
wrong.
There's no
We
right
try
or
our best.
So you
Yeah.
learn. It's like taking
Yeah.
up, let's say, video editing.
Yeah.
Because we are all social media horse.
Still learning.
Of course.
We don't know how to video edit pun kita cuba.
Tapi dah pandai dah.
Tapi kita semua dah pandai kan, Ning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Back,
Itulah,
back to
itulah.
your question, right?
Yeah,
For me, it's a bit. Thanks for that. At least I learned something. The thing about my mom right now, with whatever that she's going through, having Alzheimer's and blah blah blah, it's hard for me because I cannot have a proper conversation with her. So, so
Right.
she can't keep up. So for me, I miss that closeness. So I try and tell her stuff, and then she will keep up, and then she won't keep up. So I guess, having Ryan there is very it's a blessing because he is actually her sidekick, her partner in crime. He's the one that's giving me all the clues, how Nana is feeling, what she's going through, why she's doing this. I mean, I don't know how else to find out because he sleeps with her, kan?
Correct.
So before bedtime, they actually have this special moment and special talk, whatever. And then being innocent at this age, he still tells me, but I hope he will still tell me. He tells me, Nana was like this, Nana woke up at 3 a.m. did it, and then I have to cleverly, psychologically try to talk to her in a way that macam I tak tahu. It's hard though, but it's
Yeah.
like I have to like really kena pandai-pandai tackle it without making her having anxiety
betul.
and giving her stress.
Yeah.
It's hard at times,
Yeah.
but I can't be there 24 hours. It's not like we put it a camera and then
Yeah.
But you can still do that with a nanny cam.
I've got 4 at home.
Trust me.
When I was watching my dad.
It's not
Yeah.
only for older people, it's also to check on your husband.
And the cats.
So I feel like I miss that communication thing with her, but that's okay. She's 80.
Yeah.
You just want to give her. If she gets angry, you know what I do? I'll tickle her.
Ah.
So I will have less stress too. And if she's like suddenly got anxiety, I'll give her ice cream.
Okay, always
Yeah.
give ice cream.
Yeah, that is for anybody as well. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like Alzheimer's or whatever. Ice cream will always make you happy, dessert. So I try to like just get less stress.
Yeah.
But yeah, at times, I'm like, how do I handle it? Because we don't have a helper,
Yeah.
It's hard. So luckily, if my husband's around, it's okay. If not, I'll go boxing.
Yeah.
Ah.
No,
I would
that's
just,
good. That's
like,
good.
let it
because
all
sometimes
out.
we just need to hit something. I mean, of course, don't hit a person.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
punchy
Kickboxing.
back.
Exactly.
Punchy back.
Yeah.
Like,
What about
I mean,
you? Yeah.
I feel I developed a lot of empathy
Right.
when I became a mom.
Yeah.
So all the shit I put my parents through, right? I'm suddenly like, shit.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
Now
good.
you're like, oh my God.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it
yeah.
now. I get it now.
Yeah.
But and I reflect on how my mother was growing up, and I would occasionally catch her drifting off into space. I would always wonder, what are you thinking about?
Now we know.
And now I know. It's
Yeah.
like she's probably contemplating her life and what led her to that point, and like whether she had any regrets about the
Yeah.
path her life took, and would she have done things differently. So I totally get what she could have gone through, because I think
Yeah.
we all get that that
Instinct.
suddenly
Yeah,
awareness.
yeah.
I have a
of other
question.
people.
What's your biggest challenge being a mom?
My biggest challenge
With-
is time management, guilt feelings,
Oh, that's that one we all have.
money,
Yeah.
because my son's starting uni
Yeah.
really, really soon without the support of his father.
Yeah.
bastard.
What about
think
you, John?
Single parent, because
Yeah.
like with Shaz, at least there was a family unit before
Yeah.
he left,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So before he left, that was that
Yeah.
mother, father, sister, sibling. So the family was
Yeah.
there. Then it got broken up, of course, and then he left.
Yeah.
So it was halfway, but the children have always known who the father was.
Yes.
For mine was a different story because I didn't marry the father. It was an affair.
Yeah.
So she never got to know who the father was until 12, 13, when she was
Alright.
going puberty. And she came to ask me, why, Mama, why your skin peach color? Why my one brown color? So for me, I was like, okay, there's two ways. I could lie and say the father was a war reporter and journalist and got bombed somewhere. I mean,
Love that story.
yes, and like glamorize
animated,
it.
drama.
Find CNN. See, actually, actually.
Tapi
But
tak
then
lah, you told her the
yeah.
truth.
So she met her father when she was about 12.
Yeah.
And then after that, her mental state changed. And you need to be prepared for that. Because she was already thinking she was adopted. Because even in school, like, hey, why your mother Chinese but you look Malay? Because she's a
Correct.
mixed baby. She's
Yeah.
Chindian, right? Or it's like, hey, why you don't look like your mother? And sometimes with kids, it's not they're
Yeah,
trying to hurt.
yeah.
It's like, hey, how come you Jade tak ada bapa Or
Itulah.
Jade tak ada, because
Yeah.
her birth cert doesn't have the father's name.
Yeah.
And these are teachers asking, tau.
Oh,
Sebab
yeah.
sekolah kebangsaan. Because if you're in international school, they are used to, okay, two parents, they're used to divorce, you know.
Not really juga
sekolah,
lah.
sekolah kebangsaan.
yang, yeah. How did
Yeah.
she handle it though? What did
Because
she
she
say?
don't know what to say. That's why she came and asked. When she's like 7, 8, 9, 10, standard 1, 2, 3.
Tak kisah benda-benda
for
ni,
them is
ya.
no. For them is like, why mama? Why our family no father one? Because they cannot. So when they are at 12, that's when she kept asking why my
Yeah.
skin color is different. Then I said, okay, it's time. And we met up with him, but
That's
unfortunately, she didn't form a bonding relationship with him.
Right.
In fact, to a point, she only wanted to sit there in the coffee place for 5 minutes. After that, she's like, time is up. She actually took out the timer, put
Oh,
5
wow.
minutes, and she won't. Yeah, and then after that, he went through like emo, and then I had to talk to his wife. I'm like, no. And then after the third meetup, I said, no need lah. I said, it's okay, don't force.
Yeah.
Let's not force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want anything from your
Correct.
family.
But at least you know,
Yeah, aku tak nak.
initiate.
I mean, come on. Unless, I mean, you're not exactly, some datuk that I can.
Tak,
Yeah.
yang pentingnya
Yeah,
kau
kan,
initiate,
kan,
okay?
kan.
You
Initiate,
tell
kau
her,
dah tahu.
yeah.
Okay, let's deal with other things. Okay,
Yes,
I'm paying for
yes.
your therapy session. Done. Okay, figure this out. And then now,
Wow.
at 18, 19, she adjusted.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's actually met the family because we have common friends.
Yeah.
And she saw the stepbrother, stepsister. When she was younger, like 13, 14, they started coming to her birthday party.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because
nice.
the wife is so nice. So the wife said, look, it's not the children's fault.
Yeah.
So as long as they know these people exist, that's enough. Tak payah
Yeah.
force.
Okay.
Tak payah force.
Yes.
You know?
And that's the thing
Correct.
with parenting, I guess. You know, you gotta
Go with the flow. Yay! We said at the same
Yeah.
time. We have to go with the flow.
Yeah. Alright, so we are here at Miss Audai. Kat mana ni?
New Ocean World Fine Food City in Section 19 PJ, Kelatan Jaya.
That's right. And this is an amazing Vietnamese dessert restaurant. And now we're going to try some of their treats for us.
Specialty.
So what's so special is, number one, of course, you see the Vietnamese burger. You see like macam biasa, right? Actually, it's not. You know what's so special? Now, if
It's
you
the
go,
bun.
yeah, it's the bun. If you go to Vietnam, when you eat the Vietnamese baguette, okay,
Yes.
all right, it's the same style that they have baked this in. So when you
crunchy, yeah?
crunchy,
And basically they brought Vietnam to Malaysia.
exactly.
Proper one.
Try lah, come, Jones.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
Okay, I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah, apparently you are supposed to use your hand to
Betul.
eat it.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much. Sorry, didn't chew and talk at the same time. But very much like the banh mi. Yeah.
Crispy gila.
Sorry, so hungry.
This is pink. Very good. I'm gonna try this one.
People like watching me eat anyway. It's my OnlyFans group.
So this is
have an OnlyFans?
They only like to watch me eating.
Oh my god. Sedapnya. Asam boy. Sedap sangat. What is this?
Pineapple?
Is it? Oh yeah, blue. We all had
So
it.
this is the salted coffee. Look how creamy that is.
Wow.
Ah, okay.
Is it like salted caramel like that? A little bit? What do you think?
Well, it's definitely Vietnamese coffee.
Okay.
It's very strong. It's
Which
got
is
a bit of a mocha
you like it?
taste. I like my coffee like I like my men.
Wow.
Dark
What does that
and
mean?
strong.
On a horse.
That would be a bonus.
Yellowstone.
Okay, so
try this
I'm gonna try this one. And this one is
It's out of the way.
chicken floss, right?
Uh-uh.
Chicken floss and salted egg.
With chicken floss and salted egg.
Comes.
I want this one. I do.
Interesting. I love salted egg. And the fact that it's a savory kind of cake and not the usual sweet,
Yeah. It's a little bit sweet,
but not too much.
but it's
not
it's
overbearing.
It's
savory.
okay for me because the salted egg at the top is really
Yeah.
nice.
sedap.
But look at the artwork.
Salted
I think that's sweetened condensed milk, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll
Yeah.
have another
That gives it that sweetness, you know.
Okay, next one.
Next one.
So this is the Vietnamese sago cake. It's very cute. Everyone has a spoon, can just
Dig in.
dig in. Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, okay, that's.
My turn.
There's mung bean
In
the middle. and a nice layer of coconut milk, cream, coconut cream on top.
Oh, it's not too sweet.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You know what? When they say it's not too sweet, that's like the
Natural
highest
taste.
compliment for any dessert maker. It's just right. It's not too sweet.
Yeah.
So this one is
Ni apa ni?
so this is a 3-layer cake. We're gonna try now.
Cuba.
Attack the same
So interesting. What I like is most of the desserts are not
Too
like
sweet.
sweetened.
Yeah.
It's just nice actually.
Wow, that's very berlemak.
Kan?
Yeah. More so than our usual
It's enough.
kueh lapis.
Wow, that.
Yeah. That's lovely.
Let's go to the drinks next.
Okay.
This is their 3-layer drink. I know it looks like chendol, but it's their version, the Vietnamese
Yeah.
3-layer drink.
Okay.
So
Mm.
Yeah. Now all the way down. Why you all ask me to try only just because? Gila Bonnie. You have to like dig deep.
Oh.
Sangat menarik. Because kat bawah have got
Yeah.
the
They
you
been
want to mix it up?
Yeah, I don't want to mix it up yet.
Okay.
I'm the type like I have to try it.
Try dulu.
Lepas tu
Okay, taruh.
mix it up.
This is, of course, Miss Ao Dai at New Ocean World Fine Food City in PJ. Lots of parking. And it's all free. Okay, so this is what I would come here for, which is the Vietnamese coffee. I love coffee. And
So
this has
pretty.
been brewing for a while. I don't take my coffee with
Sugar.
normally.
Oh, so that's what I should go for.
I don't take
Very
coffee
strong.
at all except for just now I started taking. Strong.
That's good. It's strong. Sorry, this is mom.
This is mine.
Okay. Verdict?
Good, actually. You've got to come here and try because the food is quite authentically Vietnamese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed
I don't think
my
you can find it.
Vietnamese burger.
And look at the setting. It's so pretty. Kan Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Ping
Oh,
ping gitu.
The setup is beautiful. Stylo. You know, you can come here for a date. Or even by
your mom.
yourself.
This has been the
Wow show! And we're back. It's the WOW Show, Women on Women. And today we are at Miss Ao Dai, a lovely Vietnamese dessert cafe in New Ocean World, Fine Food City in Petaling Jaya. They are our lovely venue sponsor this episode, Mother's Day episode.
Yep. And how befitting, to bring your mother after you eat all the lovely food in this building
Yes.
for dessert
And
at
parking
Miss
is free.
Auda.
Parking is free.
Hey guys, don't forget, in conjunction with Mother's Day, you guys can win 100 ringgit, okay?
Yep.
E-cash
E-cash voucher.
voucher. Yeah, so maybe you can try all the restaurants, just explore. So you don't want to miss out.
Yes, make sure you check out the Podboom, all the platforms or social media to find out how you can win those e-vouchers.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so, and we're all moms here. It's an honor, okay? It's a real privilege. It's a lot of heartache as well, a lot of challenges, especially
Yes.
in today's world.
Yep.
What has been your approach to parenting?
I think never look at the past. You can take the good things from the past and then be your own mother to your daughters and sons.
Yeah.
Right.
Because sometimes for me it's like there's never a picture perfect family. I mean, I grew up seeing Little House on the Prairie.
Oh my God, I saw that
Kan?
show.
And it wasn't even perfect in those families.
But
Dysfunctional sikit.
Kan?
Every family
But
is
you
dysfunctional.
emulate that and you
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
But nowadays, with Gen Z and especially if you have teens, you realize that, okay, the way they access things, the way they think is different.
Yeah.
So you cannot use the old tactic.
Old tactic.
Old tactic you need to introduce
Yeah.
your own self.
Yeah.
And don't feel guilty because I realize with women the main thing is they always feel guilty. You're not good
That's me.
enough, you're doing this. And you just because we are so driven.
Yeah.
And our mothers did so much for us. Like your mom waited, in
Yeah.
the hot sun for you
Yeah.
to
Cari
finish.
duit semua.
Cari duit,
Yeah.
hustle to put you in music school because she knows if you have that, you will never go hungry.
Yes.
And that's before.
Yeah.
You will never go hungry if you
Yeah.
can do so. That's our old mentality. But right now, you cannot impart that on your kids
Yeah.
because they have never felt the pressure of,
It
what if I cannot do work? What if I cannot this one? Or how I'm going to find money? The new generation do not think of
they
that.
get it easily,
Yeah,
kan?
because
Yeah.
we already spoiled them to a
Yeah.
certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to be our own mothers.
Yeah.
Have
We
our
have to
own.
mother ourselves as well, yeah?
What's your approach to parenting?
Yeah.
Benign neglect.
Okay, explain.
No. Well, because I had a very busy career when
Yes.
my children were little.
You've got
Okay, I was out
three,
of
right?
two. I have
Two,
kids.
okay.
So I would leave the house at 4 in the morning and come back,
Right.
at 2 in the afternoon, and it left me with a short temper and a string of helpers along the years.
Yeah.
So in that sense, when I was with them, I was, trying not to be kind of this, tidak apa. I tried to be present.
Right.
But I was also very exhausted. So,
Yeah.
To say benign neglect, I mean, I made sure that my kids were very independent very early on. Maybe I had a premonition that I was going to fall sick. So even at a very young age, I would, teach them how to wash their own bums, how
Yeah.
to open a can, how to tie their shoelaces.
Yeah.
From the time they were like 3, 4, they were young. So I gave them that sense of, what do you call this? Independence.
Yeah.
Because I felt that, hey, what's going to happen when I'm not here? Who's going to
Yeah.
tie your shoelaces? And it got to a point, right? And I knew I was going down the wrong path when my son, I overheard his cute, tiny little voice telling his younger sister when she was trying to tie her shoelaces, you do it like this, lah. You do it like this. What did he say? Who's going to do it for you when I die? And when he said that,
So
I was
he was
like,
mirroring.
he was parroting me.
Yeah.
And I knew I had to stop it. I just had to be a calmer,
Yeah.
sweeter mom, much like my mother, less stressed,
Yeah.
and take a little bit more on so that they don't feel they have to do
Correct.
everything by themselves.
Well, especially
Yeah.
if you're a working mom. I mean, we
Yeah.
are all
Yeah.
working.
Like-
Our gigs, as much as people say, hey, Allah Ning,
Yeah.
Easy what? You just
No,
go up
no,
and
no, no.
sing. Like for me, easy what? You go up, tell joke, make people laugh.
Yeah.
I'm like the pros.
Hello, we
as
make it
gig
easy.
workers, kan?
For me, it's not because we are showgirls. We have to make it look perfect.
Correct. So
But-
what you see on stage very different.
Yeah, as for me, Ryan is challenging still, even though he's the only boy here. But I have two other girls overseas from Chris's, previous marriage. But I'm still learning. I try and engage from. I mean, nobody's perfect. Like, there's
Yeah.
there's no right or wrong. Tak ada betul
Betul.
salah. We just learn from our mistakes. I try not to, like you say, whatever I learned from my mother, I try not to do the same mistakes or negativity. But sometimes I do. I'm
Yeah.
a bit of a soccer mom, which I am.
Nothing
Right
wrong with
now,
that.
I understand that he's growing up. It's very nice to be able to have a conversation with
Betul.
him. And the other day, only now I'm allowing him to get into social media. So I've always set up his own account.
Yeah.
Right. Only the other day, which was like 2 days ago, he asked me, "Mommy, can I access to Instagram?" I said, "Yeah, but you have to be supervised, under supervision." And then he opened his account, and this was like, okay, Ryan Sky Dalton, blah, blah, blah. And he said, "Wow, I got so many followers." I said, "Yeah." And you know what? He has empathy. So he was looking at all his old posts, which was like, I started it when he was still a baby.
Correct.
He started crying. Look at some of the old posts, and he went, "Oh, I never realized that, there's all this. I was, this is me as a baby, and I was singing at this point." He was already showing, and he said, "I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful." I mean, how else can we tell them? We can't be telling them
Yeah,
all the time,
betul.
there's a
Cannot.
lot of children in this world that doesn't have food. He sees that on the news. But I think he's very grateful, and he's very because he's so close to his Nana and me, he has a bit more empathy, more gratefulness,
Yes.
Understanding.
Yeah,
all
understanding.
that.
And he's like, "Thank you so much for setting up." Nangis. And I'm like, "Why are you so emotional?" So I try to talk to him as a friend because he's a boy and he, I'm just worried. My worry is what if at one point dia tak nak cerita dengan aku dah. Because he will grow up and he will go,
Yeah.
no. But so far for now,
Yeah.
we give him lots of love, we give him hugs. And I
betul.
say, Ryan, if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Which is something that I realized, this is something new because I'm approaching him like a friend. I say,
Yeah.
Mommy and Daddy is always here for you. We might not be able to understand, but you have to make us understand.
Yeah.
Betul.
You know what?
Yeah.
The thing is, what we have to accept as parents, as moms, is that these little kids are going to grow up and
Yeah.
become adults,
Yeah.
young people with minds of their own,
Yeah.
with wants and hopes for themselves. And at some point, we have to kind of let them
Be free, like a butterfly, but-
and what they want to tell you is one thing, what they want to keep to
Yeah.
themselves. But inshallah, everyone will come back together. I mean, that's my hope.
Correct.
because-
But also you
Yeah.
realize parenting when between the ages
The
of
Gen
5
Z.
to 12
Yeah, it's
Uh,
different.
is
Lain.
very different from
That's
when
why.
you want to parent them from 13 to 19
Okay, thank you.
onwards,
You're
kan?
pointing out to me that the puberty, I have to
It's okay.
deal
We
with
will
the
all be
different
here
thing.
for you. We will be here for you.
I'll have to screen all the girlfriends.
That's why you must do like Shaz. Make sure you know the girlfriend.
Yeah.
So if he don't want to talk to you,
tapi
you
kan,
ask the girlfriend.
I psycho dia daripada kecil, from baby. Say, don't forget, mommy is always your queen. Sampai hari ni, I tanya dia,
Kena.
who am I? My queen.
Queen. I love it. I love it. Now, well, with Mother's Day, just a couple of days away.
That's right.
What is your wish, Ning, for all mothers?
I want to wish everybody, all of us, a happy Mother's Day. And, my hopes for my own family is that, I hope I will be able to give the whole amount of happiness to my mother until whenever, And for you guys too, you just have to parents are everything, okay? That's your roots, They might be, they're
Some
parents.
toxic moments.
Yes,
We've all had them.
But sometimes you have to swallow and then approach them in a different light, or not all. Swallow, approach them in a different light. But there's always times when you can actually connect with them and just say, but actually, this is my opinion in a nicer way. Because I used to be so garang and so. Now I'm like, okay, I have to be chill, cool,
Yeah.
because the approach is different. Because parents are still parents.
Correct.
So just take out your mother out for Mother's Day, or
That's
do
right.
something, or remember them. if they're not here anymore, just
Celebrate
remember,
them.
Yeah, celebrate.
Celebrate
Yeah.
them. You know?
Yeah.
What's your wish for
Okay.
mums?
My wish for
Day.
all mothers is there is no perfect mother. Stop it.
Yeah.
Even for yourself, because women always feel guilty, you know,
Yeah,
like,
so
oh,
don't.
I'm not giving enough time,
Yeah.
I'm working too much, I'm scolding the cat, I didn't feed the dog, and all this guilt is pent up guilt, you know.
Yeah.
You need to, and I guess there is even when you're starting to be a mother, so many advice. Auntie will advise you, grandma will advise you. Strangers will advise you, and you feel
Correct.
so stressed. Am I feeding my baby right? Am I this one? And you get so focused on trying to be the perfect mom that you stress yourself. So there is no perfect mom.
Yeah.
If you're a mother,
Yeah.
you're already perfect.
Take it with a pinch of salt, lah.
Yeah.
Right,
Don't let
right.
outside interference, distract you from
Influence
being
kan?
the mother that you want to
Correct.
be. There's no right, there's no wrong, and celebrate all mothers, all of them.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, here is my hope and wish for
Yes.
all mothers.
Yeah.
Remember, you're not just a mother, you're a woman, you are a person, and you're more than just this one role. So prioritize yourself,
TLC.
prioritize your mental health,
Yeah.
and just, make the best of any situation.
Yeah, and can I add on
Yeah.
something to that? Always have time for yourself.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
must have
Yes.
your own me time. Don't
Yeah.
forget that. So
Very important.
have your own me time and just enjoy being a mother and escape. Sometimes we need
You deserve
that.
it because you're worth it.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.